Alright guys, 2008 Infiniti QX56. Customers complaining of the slip VDC off light right there on the dashboard. And one thing I noticed right away is as I started driving this truck, the steering was off, pointed to the left like this. So the alignment is off. The VDC stands for Vehicle Dynamic Control. What I went ahead and did is I hooked up my scanner and I did a quick code scan of all the systems, and I got one code in the ABS system, and that code is steering angle sensor circuit fault. So these two things are related. So as I'm driving down the road, steering wheel was off to the left, I got a steering angle sensor fault. So we're gonna go ahead into some data, and actually, you know what, before I do anything with this car, I'm gonna go into the ABS module and I'm gonna look at troubleshooter real quick, just so we can have an idea of how we're gonna attack this code right here. So it's a C1143 C1143 right there. C1143 sets when the ABS control unit detects neutral position of steering wheel is dislocated, steering angle sensor is malfunctioning, or circuit between sensor and ABS actuator control unit is open or shorted. So got a couple things that can happen here. We could have a bad steering angle sensor, a bad ABS unit, bad wiring, poor connections, you know, anything like that. So here we go. Possible causes: harness or connector, steering angle sensor, actuator control, which is the ABS module. So it says using scan tool, select wheel alignment and steering angle sensor reset. But before I even do any of that, I want to go look at some data real quick and see what that steering angle sensor is sending out. So data right here. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's right here, steering angle. So right now it's at 4.3 degrees, and that's because our steering wheel is a little bit to the left, so centered would be right about there, and it's pretty close to 0. It's at 0.06. So it looks, I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees to the left like that, and we should read pretty close to 90. We're at 95, 94, 90 degrees. Okay, so let me see right there. That's pretty much 90 degrees, and steering wheel is at 90 degrees. So let me turn it 90 degrees the other way, and what do we have? We have negative 90. Okay, so it looks like the steering angle sensor is working. I'm gonna turn it all the way to the left, and we're gonna see what it does. All the way to the left, 658. I'm gonna go all the way to the right and see what we have there. Negative 650. So it looks like the steering angle sensor is working, right? So then why do we have the slip VDC light on the dash, and why do we have the C1143? Well, let me go drive it real quick and I'll show you guys what the steering wheel looks like when I'm driving down the road. And I also want to show you something else that I saw right away as soon as I pulled up to this truck. So this is my thought process right now. I'm able to see the steering angle data on the scanner. This data comes from the ABS module, so this tells me that my sensor's working, the wiring up to that module is good, and that module is actually sending this data to my scanner, so that module is okay. So why are we sending the C1143? Let's go drive it, and I think I have an answer for you. So, right, so check this out. As I'm driving down the road, I'm going straight. This is a straight road, but take a look at my steering wheel. My steering wheel is pointed to the left. I'd say about maybe a fifth of a turn, maybe like 30 degrees off to the left. So this car has an alignment issue. Right off the bat, it has an alignment issue. Now, this is one of the first things I noticed, that the steering wheel was off to the left. Another thing is that the left rear wheel is actually, it looks like it's been hit or something's up with the suspension on the left rear. I'll show you some footage right here. And so basically what I think is happening is the steering angle sensor is being thrown off. It's working, it's sending the right signals, the data's making it to the scanner. So this car definitely has an alignment issue right now, And what I'm gonna try to do is, well, I'm gonna do the alignment, and I'm gonna try to do a steering angle sensor reset. But if there's a fault in the module, it probably won't let me do it. So I have to get everything straight. So I'm gonna throw this truck up on the alignment rack. I'm gonna get everything back within specs, and then we'll go back to the scanner, and then we'll try to do a steering angle sensor reset. Because right now, with the truck going straight on the scanner, I've got about 30 degrees of on the steering angle sensor, and I think that's where our code is coming from. So let me take it back up there on the alignment rack, and then we'll continue from there. All right, just finished the alignment. Still got my slip and my VDC light on. So what I'm gonna go do on my scanner is I'm actually gonna see if the code's still there. I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm gonna try to clear the codes and do a steering angle sensor reset. If you work at a shop where you have an alignment rack, I'm pretty sure you have the tool that will do a SAS reset while you're doing the alignment or after you're finished with it. But we don't have that here. So here it is. I'm going to do it with the scanner. So I have a steering angle sensor circuit fault. I'm going to see if I can clear the codes. Yes, clear my codes. So I showed you guys a before and after on the alignment. It is night and day. I think somebody did an alignment on the truck and left something loose on the left rear, so the alignment went out of specs. In the front, I was only able to do the toe. There is a camber and caster adjustment, but it doesn't have, this truck doesn't have the bolts to do that alignment. This truck's not gonna pull. It's not gonna have any tire wear because everything's still within specs. So let me see if my code's still there. It might be because my slip light and my VDC off light are still there. So yeah, there's a circuit fault, and it is a hard fault. Let me try that with the key on. But right now my steering wheel's straight. The alignment is straight. I'm curious to see what that steering angle sensor looks like with the steering wheel straight now. So with the steering wheel straight like this, you should be reading pretty close to 0 degrees, and then you should be able to reset it. So let me see where we're at right now. So steering angle sensor is pretty close to 2 degrees, pretty close to 0. So let me just go ahead and reset this, see if I'm able to do it and clear that light. And I have right here steering angle reset, so let's try that and see if we're able to do it. Should be able to. I've done this before plenty of times, but I'm not sure if it's going to work on this one. Ensure steering wheel is centered before starting reset test. Yes, it is centered. I just did an alignment. Everything's back to specs. So steering angle is 2 degrees. We're going to reset that. Okay, reset. Now what? This doesn't say anything. Let's see where we're at now. We're going to go back to the data and see if it's at 0 degrees. If not, that means it did not reset, and I'm going to have to try something else. But 2 degrees is pretty close to 0, so I'm going to actually go on a little test drive if this doesn't work right now. I'm going to go on a test drive, and I'll show you guys how the steering wheel is now. Everything is back to normal, but it's still at 2 degrees. What the
2 hours later.
Alright guys, change of plans. I actually couldn't do it with my snap-on Varus. So I got here the Autel Maxi Sys that I've shown you guys before. What I'm going to do is connect to this truck, and we're going to try to do the reset with this Autel Maxi Sys, because for some reason my snap-on scanner, my $10,000 scanner, couldn't do it. So I got this one. This is a shop scanner, so let's see, I'm gonna go into hot function, and there should be here steering. Now you gotta make sure that when you do this SAS reset, the steering angle sensor, that your steering wheel straight, so that this resets back to 0 degrees. So let's just give this a little time. If this works, then you guys got to keep in mind that after every wheel alignment, here we go, steering angle sensor adjustment. I was saying that after every alignment that you do, you have to reset the steering angle sensor. This one went out because it went out of adjustment because the alignment was off. So driving straight, it was reading close to like 25 degrees. So we're just going to do a quick reset here, give it a little test drive. And if it works, then that's going to be the end of this one right here. Steering angle sensor, fixing the VDC off and the slip light. Keep the steering wheel in the neutral position when driving straight ahead as touch start. So here it is. This is straight ahead. You can see right there the VDC and slip light. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit start right here, and it's that simple. Completed. Okay, and now let's go ahead and start the truck. Okay, and you got to make sure that your lights are gone and no more lights. So let's just go on a little test drive, make sure this light does not come back on, and that's gonna be it. Our steering sensor was working fine, it was just out of adjustment. So after doing the alignment, now you can see that I'm going straight. My steering was pretty straight. So that's gonna be the end of this one, guys. I'm gonna call it a video. VDC and slip light are no longer on. So that's it. All this truck needed was a wheel alignment and a steering angle sensor reset that we couldn't do with the snap-on scanner, but I got it done with the Autel MaxAssist and steering angle sensor code circuit fault, but the steering angle sensor was not bad. So that's it, guys. I'll see you on the next video. So don't forget to give me a like, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.